What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and today I have a banger video for you talking about what is going to come to the game of War Thunder this year, and a cap on what came last year, the year 2023. Okay, listen guys, I get it. It's like mid-January. It's not quite New Year's. Okay, I understand that I'm late to make this video, but cut me some slack. I was very busy. Anyways, I'm excited to talk about what's coming to game, so I hope you guys enjoy the video, and if you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you can make sure to catch future videos that I post, which are always bangers. Alright, so the first thing we need to talk about is Fox 3s. Now, we already have the AIM-54A and C on the F-14, but they only get more advanced from here. Okay, these are fire and forget missiles. They're not Fox 1s or Fox 2s, and I'll explain that real quick. Fox 1s are semi-active. They need to have a lock from the aircraft to the target at all times to track. And Fox 2s are infrared guided. They're the IR missiles we find on basically every aircraft that carries missiles in-game. That's your most common missile, and it's a short range. Fox 1s are medium range, and Fox 3s, which you can fire and then forget about, meaning you can lock onto a target, fire the missile, lock off a target, lock another target, and so on and so on. And those track at longer ranges, depending on which missile. Now, we could see a couple of these Fox 3s being added in the first or second update. We can see, for the United States and her allies, AMRAAMs, AIM-120As or Bs, probably As, and we can see the R-77 for Russia and Chinese aircraft, like the J-11 and Su-27, and maybe some variants of the MiG-29 that are in-game, but probably not. Right now, we have a couple of aircraft that could carry these missiles. We have the F-15A in the US, we have the Baz in the Israeli tech tree, we have the F-16D in the Israeli tech tree, and the F-16C in the American tech tree. And then as well as the F-15J in the Japanese tech tree. These can all carry Fox 3s, okay? And new aircraft coming in game. There's not really a lot of aircraft Gaijin can add that wouldn't carry Fox 3s, as we're getting into the late 1980s now. We're starting to, we even have aircraft from the early 2000s in game currently. So it's something Gaijin definitely needs to think about, because they do need to add these missiles at some point. And with the arrival of the Su-27 and the Gripen and the F-15, you would think they're going to add it very soon, probably in the next update or two. I wouldn't wait any longer than that. The F-16C has been in game for, I believe, half a year now, almost a year, and it needs Fox 3s. It never carried AIM-7s in combat. It was all service in Iraq, servicely carrying AMRAAMs, AIM-120s, Bs and Cs, I believe, but it could carry the A, as well as an older AMRAAM. So it's very likely we'll see that missile coming in the next update or two very soon. I would like to see, we might see the Meteor missile, which is a variant kind of like an AMRAAM, but longer range, which would see service probably with both the Brits and the Swedes, as we'll see that on the Gripen C, which is already in the British tech tree, and the Gripen C that goes to the Swedish. The Swedish use both the AIM-120A and the Meteor missile. And the British tend to just use the Meteor, as it's their design of missile, but can also shoot AIM-120s. Now, the Russian and Chinese would get the R-77, which I believe has just about the same range of the AMRAAM, as well as we'll definitely see a bunch of new aircraft this year. Okay, I can think most notably we'll see the F-18 to the US tech tree, and we'll definitely see, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw the MiG-29K to the Russian tech tree. It's a naval variant of the MiG-29, more advanced, could carry the R-77 if it gets added in game. We could see the Eurofighter, the Typhoon. We've already been confirmed the Gripen C will go to the Swedish tech tree. It's in the British tech tree, so not a big thing there. I think the main thing that people are waiting for, and I'm waiting for personally, is Fox 3s, which, like I just talked about, super advanced, really long range. Gaijin would need to fix, up-tier issues, because F4s going up against F-15s, F-18s, F-16s shooting these really far and advanced Fox 3s, that's rough, man. I don't want to do that. that seems like torture, you know? We got to look at how Gaijin plans to kind of sort that out. A few other aircraft we could see in game that will come at some point are like the A-10C for the US, the AV-8B Plus for the US. That's really exciting. I can't wait for that. And a couple of other aircraft here and there. We definitely need to go back into some Cold War era aircraft. We don't have a lot of the Russian, like the F-102 for the American F-102, some of the Russian variants of the MiG-21 we don't have in game. I can't really think of any off the top of my head, but there's a lot of aircraft guys you can go back and add. So it really just we just need to wait and see what they're wanting to add, what they're thinking, because obviously at the end of the day, it's their game. They're going to do as they want. You know, obviously we want Fox 3s, but they could still just say no and continue on the path of Fox 1s. If they do that, I do hope that the Americans do get better radar missiles, because the AIM-7M, it's good. It's not great. It's not an R-27ER. Okay, so I really hope Gaijin fixes that issue, and they really do need to fix these issue with 11.3s and 11.7. I mean, 11.7 can go, yeah, up to top tier, but 11.3, it belongs in its own lobby, and they have really fixed that over the past year and a half, especially in the past few months. I've seen major changes to that, because it just, once we add the Fox 3s, it's going to be very, very unfair, and they need to definitely increase the ranges of some of these maps, because these missiles have ranges of 40 plus miles. I mean, you can, in some maps, literally take off, you know, bring your gear up and just start shooting immediately, and a lot of times these missiles will still connect from these long ranges. They're not AIM-7s, they will track at those ranges. And that adds a whole new complexity of the game. People need to learn, you know, obviously I don't know how they're gonna fix issues with people maybe just sitting in their spawn or sitting above their airfield. And I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, you could just fire all your missiles, land, get more, fire all of them again. I've seen that when the Tomcat was first added. People did that. It was a genuine strategy. They'd bring all the AIM-54s, they'd take off, they'd go up, they'd shoot all of them, they'd land, they'd get more, they'd repeat it. It wasn't a great strategy, but the AMRAAM is better, and the R-77 is a lot better than an AIM-54. There's a lot of differences between those missiles. So it's just something guys you need to think about. I can think, you know, maybe like you can only be above your airfield for a certain amount of time before you're told to leave, and if you don't leave, you get ejected from the game. I don't know, something along those lines. Because people just sitting in their spawn, that could add a lot of issues. I want to talk in more depth here about aircraft that can come in game. Okay, I want to talk about things like the F-18. The F-18 will probably get the A or the C variant pretty quickly. That is capable of carrying. They could add the Fox 3s for it. They can add the M120A to it. They could give it the identical payload of the F-15A. 4 AIM-7Ms, 4 AIM-9Ms, and that can go back and forth either way. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe so I can continue to make amazing content for you guys. If you guys want to see a video on me talking into more depth about the F-18 and the MiG-29K and aircraft that could come in this next few updates, let me know in the comments. You know, if this video gets 1,000 likes or does good, I might make another video, who knows. But I really hope you guys leave a like, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.